NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch of fans to watch some NBA action.
I wish I could high-five you right now. Can we try it?
The visitors, as they got off the team bus early. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Spurs. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's the Clippers. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
I think for Anaheim, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now we'll look at Anaheim's starting lineup. You got Joe Ingles. Wiseman's out there with Young. Then it's DeRozan. And for the Spurs, we've got Green. Clarkson is out there with Irving. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Gordon in at the 3. In the new season, Doris, always a time for optimism. You know, the world could use some of that right about now.
No, there's no question, Kevin. And we always consider sports to be a microcosm of society. And so are we all on a quest to get better? Are we all on a quest to do more individually? And to me, that's a sentiment that goes well beyond the world of sports.
So it's the Spurs now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Clarkson passes to Green. Now Gordon over Ingles. They get it again. Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Passes it to Ingles. Back to DeRozan. A shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's Drummond. They kick it out to Green. Just 4 to shoot. .157 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Clarkson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
And that one's good. Drummond.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Clippers. We talked about the problems Aaron Gordon presents on their defense. Coach said, with his athleticism, whoever guards him is going to be exhausted by his activity. That's something we need to account for. So that means a lot of rotation players on the big man tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Clarkson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Young outside. Campazzo. He's covered by Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Outside Irving. Just 3 on the clock. Can't get the layup. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers. It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Young out there with DeRozan. And it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Wiseman. Shots good by Clarkson.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Campazzo covered by Irving. The shot's good.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And here is Irving. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Ejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
DeRozan, that's good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Irving, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Irving passes to Clarkson. Rebound by the Clippers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Boy, you love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Here's DeRozan. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Gordon, another key contributor in that nice win against Oklahoma City. He had stolen by Ingles. DeRozan against Irving. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Drummond. He has 6. To the paint. Count it, and the Anaheim lead has been cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Clarkson.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Here's DeRozan, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Draymond Green. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Irving passes to Clarkson. Spurs passing it around. And the basket by Gordon.
And that's scary, guys. If Gordon is connecting from this deep, he is unguardable.
DeRozan surveying the D. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was loves the defense. No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Irving. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. Keeps it alive, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 8 points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Well, for the Clippers, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they've been great at creating good shots.
And that's going to do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Green is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Wiseman. Green with the block. Outside Gordon. And there's the pass to Irving. Drummond with it. Defended by Young. And it's Drummond missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Anaheim. They lead by 1.
And one thing that's great about Draymond, you can run the offense through him. Last year, he averaged just as many assists as rebounds.
Right, Greg, and obviously he has to be surrounded by great shooters because that vision is there, and he can throw every type of pass. He's extremely unselfish, but guys have to deliver on the catch.
The kick out to Irving. Drummond trying to get himself free, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Drummond. Drummond's got 3 assists tonight. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Ingles against Clarkson. A 3. Ingles can't get it to go.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's Drummond, and he banks in the layup. Drummond's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Passes it to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Ingles in the corner. A fader. Rebound San Antonio.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
1:09 left in the third. Campazzo, he's covered by Irving. They need this, and it's good on the layup. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Such a confident finisher in close. You want to know why Thad Young's percentage is high? Look at that assertiveness.
Here's Clarkson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Anaheim trails by 5. And DeRozan kicks to Ingles. Pass to Wiseman. Outside DeRozan. That one goes. Count it. DeRozan's got 20 points.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, an all-star level player. This guy consistently delivers for his team.
The shot's good from Irving.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Campazzo covered by Irving. Pass to DeRozan. Over Gordon. No good off the back of the rim. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs out in front. They finish. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Get about 3 or 4 stops.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Anaheim, we've got DeRozan, Young out there with Weissman. And it's Joe Ingles. Feeds it to Young. Over Irving. Moves back up. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Wow, I love how Thaddeus Young accepts that contact. He's always looking to get himself to the charity stripe.
Spurs leading by 5. The pass to Drummond. Pulls from the top of the key, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Drummond.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Outside DeRozan. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Here's Clarkson. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
DeRozan passes to Young. Fades. Count it.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Passes it to Drummond. DeRozan against Gordon. Outside Irving. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. DeRozan against Gordon. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Clarkson taking his time here. Outside Irving. Shoots it. And the Spurs scoring again.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Timeout called, Anaheim.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
And good, aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Irving finds Drummond. Outside Gordon. Clarkson against Ingles. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Yeah, easy call.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
It's easy to me to see why Thaddeus Young's teammates love him. This guy always knows his role and always plays within himself.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
To the inside. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Jordan Clarkson unafraid of the big-time delivery.
Pass to DeRozan. Rebound Andre Drummond. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Clarkson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Now it's a 7-point San Antonio lead. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's DeRozan. And it comes off the front of the rim. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Ingles passes to Wiseman. No good on that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Green. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's pure strength from Draymond Green. When he gets hit, he still finds a way to score it.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Campazzo. And another miss by Anaheim. Now here's Irving. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.